Good morning, Gagori High. I'm Nathan Robinson.
And I'm Anna Aguilar. Today is Friday, March 16th.
Today on the script, we have a story about a softball player and a retired Air Force veteran.
All this and more in today's script.
Anna brings us a story on a freshman softball superstar that attends Gagori and played in Florida, how her social life mixes with her softball life, and her mom tells us how she has progressed over the years.
I went to Florida to play for a week with a team called the USSSA Northwest All-American Team. And there you go to Florida for a week, you play in Disney World, and you meet girls that you've never met before, all over the Northwest. And there you play in a big tournament, and it's a good thing. You get to bond with all the girls, and you get to experience what it's like, playing in Disney World. I mean, who doesn't want to play in Disney World? I mean, that's every kid's dream. We were the first team to place 4th from Northwest, and we battled it out. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of great moments there. I think the saddest part is when we lost, and we had one more run we had to get in. And it was 3-2, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and she threw a changeup, and my teammate swung and she missed, and it was 2 outs, and then she swung and she missed. That was 3. Ooh, it was tough, but we all still stay connected to each other. We all text each other, and the 2 girls that were actually on the team I am now playing with for my travel ball team I play with now. And that's it's amazing, because it's like you go from not knowing girls to all of a sudden you're playing with them and they live so close to you.
Hi, my name is Dodie Young, Cecilia's mom. Cecilia started softball when she was about 9 years old. She started out as an outfielder, but then became a catcher, a pitcher. Through her years, she has become an outstanding pitcher, a great and awesome catcher. Now she plays defense as third base. She can play outfield, fast on her feet, and she puts her heart and soul into it.
AP tests are still on sale in the SBO and online. Now here's another story about a man's Air Force career and what he did to serve his country and how his choices impacted others. Brought to you by Nathan.
After I graduated from college and was commissioned a second lieutenant in the Air Force, I went to pilot training at Bainbridge, Georgia, and flew the T-34 single-engine prop airplane, carried a student and an instructor pilot. I went from there to Laredo, Texas, and flew the T-37 and the T-33, both jet airplanes with carrying 2 people, again a student and a pilot. I went from there to New Jersey, where I flew the C-135. That was my first operational airplane, a 4-engine jet carrying troops and cargo virtually all over the world. After the New Jersey assignment, I went to Georgia and flew the RC-135, a modified C-135 with mapping cameras, 12-inch film, and we mapped in stereo whole countries around the world to make maps, and the people from that photography made maps that were used by the State Department to develop those countries. I went from there to California and flew the WC-135, another 135 modified for weather reconnaissance and to fly through the atomic debris clouds of atomic tests and gather the gas and particulate samples so that our laboratories in the United States could find out how foreign countries were making their atomic bombs. From there, I went to Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi, and flew a different kind of airplane. It was a WC-130, which is a propeller airplane, but the propeller's driven actually by a small jet engine, which flew through hurricanes. That squadron was the Hurricane Hunter Squadron, and I was the commander of the Hurricane Hunters for about 6 months or so, and then I was grounded medically and could no longer fly. So the 130 was the last airplane I flew in the Air Force. I flew for 18 of my 26 years while I was in the Air Force. One of the fun things about flying a big airplane was aerial refueling. 2 big airplanes get very, very close together. The refueler has a boom that comes out of its tail. It's about 20 feet long, and our airplane, the refueling airplane, flies right up behind the tanker, and the refueling boom comes down and attaches right behind the pilots, and you have to maintain that position as long as the boom is hooked up. and gas flows through the boom. It's about a 6-inch boom with a smaller fuel pipe in the middle of it, and they'd fill us up with gasoline and we'd go on. And that was one of the fun things about flying a big airplane, getting that close to another big airplane and maintaining that position for about 30 minutes or so.
I know that growing up, there was never an or. We just knew that rules were to be followed, just that was how it was going to be. I think that had a lot to do with being in a military family.
We traveled all over the United States, so we would drive to visit places from wherever we were stationed, to go see grandparents or just explore, and getting to experience different cultures in the U.S. was really cool.
Don't forget to go to the dance tonight. Tickets are $10. I'm Nathan Robinson.
And I'm Anna Aguilar.
That's it for the script. Have a great day, Jags.